Hey guys, I don't think anybody's watching this, but I'm just down here. It's Sunday. I'm finishing up our wall, or moving stuff around on the shelf here, and I'm about to go get more stuff to put up. So I figured I'd show you guys this before we, since we've never had all this stuff displayed. So I will do so hey guys, hey bird. So I'm just going to do a little show and tell, and then I'm going to go find stuff to put up for sale for Sunday, so we have some fresh stuff to look at. But this isn't all of it. This is just what I've gotten up so far. But this is all the stuff that came out of Paris from those companies. And a friend of mine built a shelf for us. And that way this stuff's no fun sitting in a drawer. It's not really that cool. Look at that one. That's beautiful. This one here is spectacular. It's a big cuff. That's a great ring. So what I'll do is, in a few minutes, I'm going to go dig. I can only put up stuff that we've actually put up before, is what I was told. Because my wife, she's going to take a hit for the team and work on Sunday. Isn't that one cool? I think we obviously have some sort of a nursery rhymes or childhood storybook set of dies there. These are pretty amazing. I'm glad we're able to show them and just keep them on the shelf rather than in a drawer. You can see all these marks here, this stuff here. So these were made before electricity. So this is all done by hand with chisels. They didn't have electricity back when these were made. That one's pretty amazing. Yeah. Whenever you see a hub like this, that's basically cut, they're basically forged to shape. Because steel was really valuable back then. It wasn't a common thing until they started the Bessemer process. High carbon steel was not cheap. So you see this is kind of interesting. This one here. So what this is a collar around it. So the hub broke at some point. It's got you can kind of see the crack across the back when I see that mark. That's a crack. So what they did was they forge welded a bar of steel around it to help hold it together. They did the same with this one. So a blacksmith would have forged that all back together. Pretty cool. This is part of a tray for a trim that would go around a tray. And here's a ring. And a ship. The ship's not all that cool. Look at the artistry on this. This is just amazing. Those are truly amazing. As is that one. You can see all the hand chiseling. Here's a fox. You can see where it broke. And they tried to patch it back together. Probably never get used. But what else we got here? Some weird things. Very strange items. A lot of it, you never know what it's going to be. Some of it's, sorry if it's getting kind of shaky. I'm on a ladder. That's really cool. That's a button. Literally, it's a button. Die-struck button. That's pretty neat. That one's never been cleaned. Some of these we've cleaned, some of them I haven't had a chance to clean yet. So look at this, got little owls in the pockets there. I never noticed that until this moment. Oh, I never noticed this one had like an angel in it. That's really cool. Some of them are really complicated. Look at that. It's amazing. These are really spectacular. That is some very impressive work. We've done that feather. Same with this one too. Nice bracelet link. Big flourish. Sorry, it's kind of shaky. I'm on a ladder. That's really nice. I think it's a St. Christopher's medal. It's a hair comb. That's gorgeous. Book corner pieces. Yeah, it's another hair comb piece. It's a box top. So there's basically, I've just been, let me get off this ladder. So when we get these, there's no rhyme or reason to it. I basically, what's the term? Get what I get and I don't pitch a fit. So you can see this one here. Little chip on the corner. I can fix that. Not a problem. I love that one. That one's great. Isn't that strange? No clue. That's beautiful. It's interesting because some of them just are not very attractive, but a lot, these are hair combs. A lot of them are hair combs and belts and components to like dresses. They used to wear elaborate dresses in the 1880s, 1850s, 60s. You can see this is a hair comb. It's upside down. Would have been like that, and it would have had like a tortoise shell comb. It's probably Napoleon there. That was beautiful. Some of these simpler ones are really pretty. I just love that flower. It's just great. So was that one. This is a whole, I was starting to organize it a little bit. You can see, haven't cleaned it yet. Part of it for some reason. So it's interesting when you see these, this may have been sitting on the outside of something. That's how it got rusty. But I haven't gotten to cleaning it yet. We have so many. Hey, Lynette. That's pretty. There were, yes, thistles. And of course, the one I destroyed. Yeah, I killed that. It was terrible. Learned a valuable lesson though. Just when I thought I knew everything about sinking hubs. There's another beautiful one. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go find some stuff. We've started the repatriation of the hubs. So I'm going to go try to figure out what... So what do you guys want to see this afternoon that we can put up? Don't say any of this stuff because I can't put this stuff up yet. We haven't made... I can't run off the originals on this stuff. It has to be hubbed. If you look up Lalique, you'll see a lot of stuff like this. These are just giant pendants. That is just mind-blowing stuff. But yeah. Look at that. It's a lid to a box. That's a pretty big piece. We've done that one. And of course, we've done her. big birch tree or something. This one's really well done. Look at that. Don't know what I'd do with it, but those are just great. Of course, we have our double Saint die, double protection. That's great. Sparrows, that would have been done with enamel. This one here, this one I've done. That one is pretty amazing. That's cute, look at that little dog in a doghouse. Just all kinds of weird stuff. So what I'm going to do, enough of this, let's go look through some drawers and pick out some stuff that you guys might want for the weekend. Or might need. Let's say need. Nobody, we all want it, but we don't need it. Let's go take a look. I'm just down here making some hubs. No one comes in on Sundays, so I'm able to kind of do some work. So, let's just go to nature. So if you see something here that you want me to put up for sale today, just say something. I'll put it up. Anyone need a... It's a famous dragon. He's famous. Or, I think we just recently did this chicken foot. How about horsehead? So the original of this was part of a letter opener set. It's pretty cool. And anyone need a really awesome lion? That's a really good lion. Oh, this is Eddie's bat. So my friend Eddie, his grandfather was a hub cutter. And for Eddie's, for Halloween, rather than giving out candy, he gave out little bats. And this was the hub that his grandfather cut for him. And they made little bats. They were showing Eddie how to be a hub maker. That's kind of neat. Oh, the bee. That one's pretty awesome. Well, yeah, I try to remember all the history of these but it's getting really difficult. It's getting really difficult. So, this is Alling and Company. It's a really awesome lion. Another great lion. Julie Tedford. She's the one who's needs to be thanked for saving that collection. This is from Parisi Tool. It's a cool little bat. It is a really cool bat. What else we got here? Longhorn. This came in with a collection of belt parts. And it came out of Providence. I think it was called Bianco. This is neat. I love these kind of crazy looking things. This came in with a whole bunch of hubs out of Cleveland, Ohio that were from fraternal orders. I Googled, what I did was to find all these. I still do it. I go to the Thomas Register and I look up who owned the companies of these different tool and die companies. And then what I do is find the name of the company, the guy who owned it, and then we track them down via Google. And usually they've passed away, but their children are their children are alive and their relatives. And I email them when I can find them. And then what happens is that I ask them, do you guys still have any of the hubs? And a lot of times they do. That's how we got him. Because every Italian tool and die maker, their dream, I'm serious about this, is to retire to Florida. That's where they all went. And when they left Providence, Rhode Island, they take with them, they take their masterpieces. They take their best work with them. And that's how I got that Green Man. I have the original. That's my copy. Because there's no way I'm going to run the original to death. Isn't this one gorgeous? Little bee. It's just really cool. So, here's a rooster. So, what am I going to put up? It's hard to say. I'm trying to make decisions here. I don't know what you guys like. See, what I do is I collect all of it. Because I honestly haven't seen a hub I didn't like. That one's neat. It's a lion in the... A lot of times, once they're patinaed, when you stamp them in silver and then you put the patina on them, then you can tell what it is. Let's go down a drawer. This is for Mack trucks. So this thing here, this made a keychain for Mack trucks. A little bulldog. Pretty cool. Ocean stuff. Oh. Sparkles the mermaid. This is just a crazy thing. So it's a mermaid riding a sea dragon. Some people had a problem with the fact that she was topless, but I was like, it's a mythical fish creature riding a mythical sea dragon. So they're not real. Just staying. Do I have any squirrels? I don't know, but this new collection that we're hoping to get, if everything works out, it's 50,000 hubs. And they got squirrels. I saw them with my own eyes. I saw the squirrels. Look at that. Fat little fish. That's kind of neat. But yeah, I showed the elephant. It's kind of big and fat. I'll find it. But yeah, they had a bunch of squirrels. Squirrels, beavers, goats, pigs. They had everything. It was pretty amazing. 50,000 hubs. So we'll see. I might find out this week. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm hoping. Well, that's really pretty. Isn't that great? I love that stuff. Just kind of nice. I guess I'm just going to start grabbing some stuff. Fish are good. Yeah, Annie and I were looking at all of them. There were right and left and front facing beavers and 3/4 view beavers. I was just amazed. Like, we'll have totally taken care of that part of our lives if we can get that collection. It'll really be amazing. And we're going to keep it all together. That's kind of why they're willing to even consider us. Because we're going to keep it all as one unit. And they know I don't get rid of hubs. Because there's a bunch of... Well, there's scrap buyers, and then there's... I don't know what's worse. The scrap buyers or the antique collectors. That's a great dog, isn't it? So this was... this dog... The design was from Bob Murrow's wife. She was a sculptor, and she sculpted the family dog. And this was their dog. Isn't it cool? And then we made a hub from it, from her design. There's a buffalo. Funny little buffalo. Look at this thing. It's almost like it's got no legs. Hopefully you guys can see it. The Longhorn? Alright, I'll put this Longhorn up. There's another one here. This is kind of a strange one. This came from Parisi Tool. So I'll put these two Longhorns up. And the two little rams that are in the tray with the Longhorns. The rams. Oh, is this the ram you guys wanted? How about that ram? The left and right. Oh, there they are. I'm going to put them up. Let me get the rams. So I'm going to put up left and right facing rams. And, oh, look. Is that a squirrel? Someone wanted a squirrel. So, I'm going to put up the squirrel. What else we got? What else? No one needs this famous snake cufflink, which would make a really awesome ring top or a pendant. That's pretty cool. Looking for hair comb in my playoff loss depression. I'm sorry. You might think I'm into football, but I am not. I've never really paid attention to sports so much. I know I find it hard to believe. What else do we have here? You know, we do have the log. Anybody? The log? Yes? Usually people love the log. The pig. Oh. If I put up the little pig, anybody think this is going to complete their life? Margaret, you want the pig? I will put the pig up if you want. He's kind of cool. So this pig came from Pforzheim, Germany. It was part of a big collection of charms. Want to see them? They're pretty cool. So remind me, they're sitting here on this hobbing press. Don't let me forget. Let's go look at these I don't have, they're not up. We haven't even listed any of this stuff. We've never used any of it. But these are all, let's check these out. It's a night helmet, but look at this. There's a left and a right. So what it does is it makes the whole head. That's pretty cool. And then we've got left and right cowboy boots. You can tell this is sort of a European. They got spurs. Sorry if my phone's kind of, there we go. So these are all out of Pforzheim, Germany, from a company named Bruning. And we got left and right VWs. And little cars. And then here's Hear No Evil, See No Evil. Taste No Evil. I don't know. But that's what that is. 3 little monkeys. What else we got? I think there's a whole bunch of versions of it. Yeah, there's another version of it. Yeah, no. I'm not going to attempt to sink this boot. That's just friggin' nuts. Look at that thing. We got saxophone. I love this airplane. Check this out. This airplane is great. Isn't that cool? It's an airplane. There's a submarine in here too. I got like a submarine that's really awesome. See if we can find him. Oh, there it is. Check it out. We got a submarine. How cool is that? So what's happening is all of the hubs that have been distributed between all the drawers we're putting them all back where they came from. That's kind of the big goal. Oh, look at that. There's that dragon thing that everybody seems so keen on. I got a few versions of this. This is the German version. We could offer this. I don't have to do anything. This is bomb-proof. It's like it's made of real steel. So, definitely something we could do. And we got Earth, you know, all the globes. That's kind of nice. Keys. No idea. It's just like, looks like Pippi Longstockings. Don't ask me how I know. Okay. So that's the story on that. Annie went to the trouble for this. These are all Zodiac sets. We have tons of them. They must have been a thing at some point, because we got dozens of sets. But they're kind of a hassle. This is neat stuff here. I got this from Eddie, and this is all we have it's a whole company. And what this is Victorian stuff. This is pre-1900s jewelry made in Providence and in Massachusetts, Attleboro. And what it is they would actually hand engrave them after they stamped them. So this is all parts. It's pretty cool stuff. Check out this stuff. Looks very European. This stuff is early. So it kind of looks like the stuff made in Germany and in France. The shaping and everything. So the craftsmen were probably trained in Europe. It's very interesting when you look at the hubs, how you can tell where it was made. And the early American stuff looks very, very, well, it looks identical to the German and French stuff. It wasn't until probably the 1920s that the American stuff, so at that point, by the 1920s or 30s, you would have been on to the second generation of hub cutters who would have been trained by the first. And they start to change things, how things are done. So instead of, you know, like having to forge up a block of steel and shape it and everything, now they're able to buy, you know, a piece of round bar. And they, you know, you can see how there's less handwork involved. They're trying to make things as quick as possible. And, but there's this point, let me see if I can find some of it. There's like this point, and it's early 1900s, where things are just, it's before they had all the real fancy machines, but they started literally just hacking stuff. There's like this entire period of time. Like, look at this. So rather than cut all the way through, they just snap it off. Like, they make a whole bar of them. And you can see where they use drill bits, because they didn't have milling machines yet. And they would just use drills to clearance all the metal off. So you can see all these little dots. Those are where drill bits went. And they basically would hog the metal off as quickly as possible. And they wouldn't even spend much time as far as making the hub pretty. It was basically just bare ass minimum. And you see the color differentiation on this? So the bottom is black, the top is straw color. That's because they would heat treat them differently. They would water quench the face, and then they would draw a temper afterwards with the torch. It was things, and you notice how the edges are soft. It was in there how they're kind of mushroomed. A lot of time, you know, you're on to your second generation. So this generation didn't go through as rigorous of a apprenticeship as the first. Things get they get crude, and it doesn't really improve. It doesn't really improve. Some stuff is just really, really kind of hacked together. You can see like stuff like this. You know, no time is spent cleaning up the die or the hub. It's just quick and dirty. As quick as they can make it. And I'd imagine that's probably by the 30s and 40s. Things start changing. Dyes, people always spent more time on dyes. But here's a dye. Because the dye stays around forever. The dye is the part that gets used. So, yeah. They always spent more time on the dyes. Here's a pair of wings. These are probably World War II. Of some sort. We're working on getting this drawer organized, so, you know. They're kind of a mess right now. Yeah, this is Army Paracorps, or parachuting. And of course we have a giant deer. Pretty tacky stuff. There's no sense of good taste yet. Well, there still isn't. People still. So this is Bianco. These are really neat. These made little buckles. So we're gonna start putting that stuff together and showing people how to use it. You can make all kinds of cool buckles. And there's tons of them. I can see really awesome bracelets made with this stuff. We just need to do some demos. We can be our own police force. Security enforcement officer. Yep. What's this one? Yeah, no, I don't put these out for sale. Check out this thing. It's huge. It's the Esquire boot polish man. And, yeah, that's the hub. It's Gigantor. This is kind of neat. I'm not making anybody this thing. Don't know. It's United States Army Military Police. It's their badge. It's a really nice hub. Very cool. I like the eagle on it. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, those wings are pretty awesome. I got, so what I've got here, we got a squirrel, we got a pair of rams, I got a longhorn, 2 longhorns, and a pig.